Hello and welcome to Bob's vlog. I'm just going to go through a number of issues just to bring folks up to speed with what my team and I have been doing. Firstly, apologies, I haven't done a Bob's vlog this week and I should have done. Just the amount of work that we've had to get through meant that it was just sort of sitting down to collate everything that we've been doing has taken a little bit of time, so apologies. I will try to do a Bob's vlog, if not daily, then at least twice a week. So I'm going to start. I came back down to the island from Parliament last Wednesday. Hardly anyone on the ferries. There is going to be a further reduction in services this week on the ferries, and very, very few people are coming to the island at the moment. It is basically key workers, mutual aid from the NHS, ambulances and patients to the mainland going backwards and forwards, and that's about it. And we need those lorries to bring, we also need lorries to bring medicine and food to the island to make sure that we have both. So for those islanders who are contacting me saying why are people still coming to the island, pretty much they're not. There are no visitors and tourists that I know of coming. I have spoken to the Chief Constable of Hampshire and the Isle of Wight, Olivia Pickney, today about that issue, and she has reassured me on it, and we're looking at various options to make sure that people travelling on the ferries are people who are here for a key work, as key workers, essential staff, etc. So that is in hand. Sad news about two islanders who passed away this weekend. My thoughts and condolences are with their families, and I'm very sorry to hear of their deaths. On that point, I want to thank very, very much the extraordinary work which has been done by not only the NHS on the Isle of Wight, but also care workers at all the nursing and care homes that we have. What has happened, and I will give you a fuller update in the next few days, what's happened with the NHS on the island is actually pretty remarkable. In the way that it has geared itself up in a very, very short amount of time to deal with potential COVID cases. And there is a 24-bed special unit now ready, and thankfully that is only half full at the moment, although clearly cases may rise. Ferry firms can talk to each other now legally without breaking competition law, so they can put resilience plans in place. That's going on. It's been an ongoing process, me talking with the government and the ferry firms, because we need a skeleton service to provide medicine and food and essential workers, not for visitors. Most days, in fact every day, I'm talking to either the NHS or the council or key voluntary groups, businesses and the Chamber of Commerce, and I've got another group call with many of them now. There is an Isle of Wight helpline for vulnerable people, 823 600. Some people have been contacting me saying I'm isolated, I'm at risk. I'm getting back to them as soon as I can, as soon as I see that email come in, and that goes straight to Community Action, goes straight to the Isle of Wight, and sometimes if they leave phone numbers, I'm ringing them back to see how they are, or emails, we're contacting them. So everyone who's saying we need help should be getting that help. It's a very, very trying time for both voluntary groups, for businesses, and for many self-employed people on the island. And I'm working to get reaction to the government's compensation packages, which have come from the Chancellor, both for the bigger business, the voluntary groups, small business and self-employed people as well. And I'm having quite a lot of questions come in about that. Again, I'm collating as many of the questions as I can and putting them on my advice sheet, which is getting longer and longer by the day. And if you type in my name, Bob Seeley, COVID-19 advice, you'll get the advice sheet, which has island-specific advice, but also then links to all the important websites that you can get further information from. So both the local council and also the national advice line as well. That's it for the moment. I think I've got more meetings. I know I've got more meetings in about an hour, more phone meetings, clearly. Everything's happening by phone at the moment, with many different groups on the island, voluntary and business groups, to get updates from them. And I'll be updating you on a much more regular basis now. So thank you very much indeed. Stay safe. Please follow the advice that's given. If you can, get out and responsibly exercise once a day. So it's good to do that, important to do that if you can. If you're an at-risk group, please stay isolated for your own safety. We have very low rates of infection on the island, but nevertheless, there are some people who have had the virus or who may have it. So we've got to continue with the health advice. The sooner we do that, the sooner we follow that advice, the sooner life will hopefully in the next few weeks, or certainly the next couple of months, start to get back to normal. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow very soon. Thank you.